It is a splendid day here in the Bay Area as you cruise past Alcatraz. No jail time today for the Mariners. No, they're thinking onward and upward. As we enter the stretch drive here in the 2014 season, the Mariners thinking playoffs, and it begins right here in Oakland. Glad you could join us here at O.co Coliseum. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. So we look forward to today's first game in the series. Let's take a look at the Mariner batting order that will face Jason Hamill.
Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Austin Jackson. Good day yesterday. He's back in the leadoff spot today. Then it is Ackley, Cano, Morales, the cleanup hitter, and the DH Seager. Justin Smoke just called up right in the lineup. He will hit sixth and play first base. Chavez, Zunino, and Brad Miller rounding out the nine for the Mariners. For Hamill on the year, including his time with the Cubs, 9-10 record, a 3.72 ERA, 131 strikeouts to 41 walks. Opponents hitting .241 against Hamill. Good fastball in the low 90s. We'll mix in a curve and a changeup. And the defense, Moss, Fold, and Reddick in the outfield. Donaldson at third base. Lowry just recalled at shortstop. Sogard and Vogt on the right side of the infield, and Soto will do the catching.
We discussed great time to jump on this Athletics team. They just got hammered over the weekend by the Angels, who now have a 5-game lead. First pitch of the ball game, off the plate to Austin Jackson. So we get underway here at 107. Fouled off by Austin Jackson. 81 degrees, just gorgeous here in Oakland. Austin Jackson riding an 11-game hitting streak. Mariners coming off a terrific win yesterday, 5-3. There's the breaking ball, and he's bailing out. Umpires today, Quinn Wolcott behind home plate, C.B. Buckler at first, Dan Iasonia at second, with crew chief and Adam Hamari at third. Pitch to Jackson. 2-2. 1 run, 30 innings for the Athletics. Bob Melvin, usually a quiet reserve guy, had a players-only meeting, and he was a team meeting rather, and he was the only one that spoke. He let him have it. Anytime you have a mild-mannered guy like that go off, you know things have gotten away from you a little bit. As a lot of people said, they had lost their mojo.
Well, I think the concerning part about that, and the gist of the meeting, was about their overall effort. Pitching, the way they've played defense, which for the A's this year has been poor. Pitching has been very good, but defense, they have not helped their pitchers out. They are second in ERA.
Second to the Mariners as this one sent to right center field. And it's taken care of by Sam Fuld. Take a look at our Seattle City Light. How about Dustin Ackley? Got to be right now one of the most dynamic hitters in the game.
Well, I would agree. He's homered in his last 2 games. What a month of August for him. He finished with 6 home runs and 24 RBIs. And yesterday, big factor in the game, drives in 4 runs, including this 3-run home run. Done an excellent job for Boyd McClellan, hitting it in the second spot. Boyd moving him up in July when he started to swing the bat better, but he has been hot.
Ackley with a 5-game hitting streak working.
As you look at Hamill with the A's, 1-5 with a 5.77 ERA. 39 innings. He has 18 walks and given up 10 home runs. Times he falls in love with his curveball, and he will hang it, so the Mariners hopefully can take advantage of that.
Been working a lot in bullpen sessions recently. Fastball command has been an issue. Boy, that's a theme from a lot of guys. We talked about that yesterday back home. Fastball command has not been good.
No,
it's 2-0 here.
Good aggressive swing from Dustin. He's been better in his last 4 outings, though. 1-1 with a 2.86 ERA. In his first 4, though, when he first was traded over to the A's, he went 0-4 with a 9.5 ERA.
Blooper coming on hard as Fuld. The shortstop going out. Sam Fuld sliding catch. Makes the play. Good hustle by Dan Iasonia, the second base umpire, to get out there and make sure gets a good read on it, too. 2 down.
Take a look at the hustle of Fuld in center field. Coco Crisp not feeling well. A lot of you probably saw the replay when he crashed into the wall, so he's having some neck issues. So Fuld will get the start in center. And a look at our McDonald's Super Mo. Concentration of Fuld as he makes the basket catch. Sliding catch for him.
In addition to Coco Crisp being injured. You've got Jed Lowry just back today. Nick Punto's been hurt. Callejo's out. Sean Doolittle, their closer, on the disabled list. John Jaso battling concussion issues as you look at Robinson Cano taking ball one. A lot of things have built up for this A's ball club.
And we talked about it. Cespedes was traded away before the deadline.
It's still mind-blowing, isn't it?
I agree, but that's one of the reasons why they were able to pick up Adam Dunn, who is in the lineup as the DH today.
Locked down there by Vogt. Flip to Hamill. And the Mariners are going 1-2-3. Cano did hit it hard. Nothing in crash for the Mariners. The Athletics coming to bat. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Soft game winner Chris Young getting ready to take the mound against the Athletics, a team who's got a 3-2 career record with a 2.81 ERA. Take a look at the batting order that the A's will send against him today.
For the Athletics, manager Bob Melvin leading off. It'll be Sam Fold. A couple of good catches for him to start the game. Then it's Reddick, Donaldson, Adam Dunn, the DH hitting cleanup. First game with the Athletics will be this afternoon. Moss Lowry just rejoining the club. He will hit 6. Vogt, Soto, and Sogard rounding out the 9 for the A's. For Chris Young, on the air, it's been 8 days since his last start, so well rested. A 12-game winner so far. 94 strikeouts, 52 walks. Opponents hitting .223.
Sam Fold bunts it foul.
And we'll take a look at the defense for the Mariners. Ackley in left, Jackson in center. Indy Chavez getting the start in right. Kyle Seager at third base. Miller with a couple of hits yesterday, back at shortstop today. Cano at second base. Justin Smoke just joining the club, and he will play at first base. Mike Zunino doing the catching this afternoon.
Next pitch off the plate for ball one.
For Chris Young, his fastball will be in the mid to upper 80s. Not an overpowering pitcher. A lot of fly ball outs for him. Mix in a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. He has pitched against the A's. This will be his 5th outing against the A's this year. A 1-1 record with a 2.25 ERA against the A's this year.
Here's the 1-2 to Fold. Bounced up there. Last outing for Chris against the Athletics back home in Seattle back on July 13th. He went 6 innings. Took the loss in a 4-1 Oakland win.
He's trying to bounce back from his last outing, which was on the 23rd of August. I know I'll be able to handle this one. 23rd of August against Boston. He went 3 2/3. Only gave up 3 earned runs, but had to throw 93 pitches to get through 3 2/3. So hopefully a better outing for him today.
Batting in the second position, right fielder.
We'll bring up Josh Reddick. And as you can tell, this is one of the louder sound systems anywhere in professional sports. Dare say, well, for sure, North American, if not the world. Break one to Josh. Got Mount Davis, which was not here years ago. Al Davis put that up for his Raider football team. This used to have a great vista looking out there. And we're well behind, upstairs behind home plate as we take this look at the O.Co Coliseum. Drawn a lot bigger crowd since the last time we were here. And of course, today being a holiday, a lot of folks have come out. Tailgaters were out early today.
Stand there giving away Cocoa Crisp jerseys today.
And they're lining up early, boy.
You mentioned the changes in the stadium to accommodate the football team. One of the things to keep in mind here is the outfield is a mess right now.
Center field backing up Jackson. He can't get it. One hop off the fence. #12th double of the season for Josh Reddick.
Typically from Chris Young, you'll see the fastball, but it's elevated. Normally it's the top of the strike zone, but this one just above the knees, and Reddick gives it a good ride. Really has rebounded and responded for the A's. Had a miserable time last year, but coming into the game, 251 with 10 home runs as he drives this ball over Austin Jackson's head in center. He's talking about the outfield here, and you can see some of the lines are still on the field. There's a lot of sod that they had to replace in center field where Jackson is.
There's another ball. Fly to center field. Jackson barely has to move. I'm told that in the gaps, because that, when they pull out the football stands, it's really matted down. It's hard out there. It's going to be very fast in the gaps.
It's like concrete out there if you want to walk on it. And the grass is about as short as you can get it without killing all the grass. So it's really fast. The outfielders are going to have a tough time cutting the ball off in the gaps. And where Jackson, as you can see, where the sod has been replaced. So we'll have to keep an eye on him and how his footing is throughout this series.
Big ovation right now for Adam Dunn, making his A's debut, obtained yesterday from the White Sox, wearing the number 10 that he wore in high school as a quarterback down in Texas. And one of the last guys wore number 10, Scott Hatteberg. And Adam took a picture of himself in the uniform, and he said, "The legend continues." He sent it to Hattie.
I read a comment from him. He's saying he's going to retire at the end of the year. This is it for him. 34 years old.
Yeah, he says. I think that he's quite sure that's what he's going to do. You don't get too many chances to get to the playoffs. This is a good opportunity for him. High drive, right field, going back. Chavez on the track, running out of room. He's there, and it's gone. How about that? His first at bat, he goes yard. 2-0. Athletics. Drew VP, Josh Reddick was getting on. He says, "Hey, man, we didn't bring you here to hit singles." He was hitting line drives, low drives. He said, "Hit out of the yard." He goes, "How's that?" And that's exactly what he just did.
Another pitch in the middle of the plate and down 79 miles an hour. That's the changeup. And this is a towering fly ball. Wasn't sure he had enough of it. Andy Chavez goes right up against the fence. Tried to jump and make the catch. As you see the swing straight up in the air off of his bat. Strong, powerful man. And Indy fighting the sun, trying to find the wall, and just out of his reach.
Career home run number 461, ties him for 35th all-time with David Big Papi Ortiz. Boy, you talk about some opening dramatics. Let's get this crowd fired up. Brandon Moss been struggling mightily, hitting a .169. No home runs in 24 games in August.
His third week of July was the last time he had homered. The Mariners will put the shift on with Moss hitting Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield. Cano well out onto the grass in right field. They expect him to pull the ball on the ground.
July 24th, his last home run, and there's a walk, a 4-pitch walk.
Well, that's what the A's do. As you take a look at the A's, again, they are second in ERA to the Mariners. The Mariners, of course, first. But they are number 1 in runs scored, and a big reason why they're first in walks and 4th in home runs. They will wait you out and try to get the pitch count up if they can.
There's Lowry. Jed just back from AAA rehab in Sacramento. Fractured right index finger. Early August. Hit hard down the line by Lowry. Moss to third as Chavez gets it back in. First and third with 2 outs.
Solid line drive hit by Smoke against Smoke. The first baseman just recalled playing at first base. He was holding Moss on at first, and Lowry hits it by him. Chavez is able to cut it off before it gets all the way down into the corner to hold him to a single. But Moss will move around to third, and Rick Waits, the pitching coach, going to make a trip out to the mound. All this happening with 2 outs.
In a quick regroup, Stephen Vogt will be the next hitter.
He was extremely hot the last time we saw the A's. He's also cooled off. His batting average still at .301, but he was up over that .350 mark.
212 in August, 357 in July, and 343 in June. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, strike 1. The Phillies complete a combined no-hitter with 4 pitchers, winning in Atlanta. Let's go on final. A Rockies start here. Chris Young gets 2 outs and then gives up a 2-run homer, a walk, and a single.
You can see it, 21 pitches.
Could not check that swing. Ball and 2 strikes. The A's come in having scored 1 run over the last 30 innings. They get 2 quick ones here in the first. Foul ball. Young trying to put an end to this Athletics first inning right here. Got a 1-2 count to Stephen Vogt. Phillies in that 7-0 no-hit win. Hamels, Diekman, Giles, and Papelbon combined for a no-hitter. Beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-0.
Mariners had the last combined no-hitter back in 2012.
It's against the Dodgers in Seattle.
Next pitch will be 25 for Chris Young. One of the things to keep in mind is Taijuan Walker has been recalled. He's out in the bullpen today. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris gives up another base hit. Lloyd McClendon, if he doesn't get Taijuan Walker up early in this game.
Long hold there by Zunino. Ball 2-2-2. Taijuan talking to him today. So it's fastball command. He's got it to where he wants it, and he's copying David Price, working exclusively out of the stretch. 2-2. Foul back.
He is taking some aggressive swings on pitches in the strike zone.
Difficult inning for Chris Young. This is his 7th hitter. Pitch. Dug out by Zunino. Runners hold. Counts run full. See Jason Phillips in the bullpen reaching for his helmet and mask as they get some action down in that Mariner bullpen. And there they go. Chris Young ready. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. First man up.
So Lucas Litke.
Left-hander. Lucas Litke called up again. His 3-2 pitch, the 10th pitch hit foul.
Pitch at bat so far. 29 pitches, 18 strikes for Chris Young.
One more time at 3-2. Walked him. Bases are loaded. The hitter will be Giovanni Soto, recently acquired from Texas.
Big key again, the walks. You want to stay away from second walk of the inning. The A's are first in the American League in walks.
Again, all this damage with 2 outs. Get a ground out. You got a double to center by Reddick, a fly to center by Donaldson, then a 2-run homer by Dunn. Walk to Moss. Lowry single to right. Walk to Vogt. They are loaded up.
You have a bunch of left-handers. Sogard, the number 9 hitter, waiting on deck. Left-handed hitter. You get back to the top of the lineup. Fold and Reddick both left-handed. That's the reason why Litke getting loose in the pen.
Soto just coming over from the Rangers on the 24th of August with cash considerations. 3rd start for him. Chris Young behind here, 2-0. Here's the strike. Down the line, hooking foul. Getting a barrel to it.
Well, he jumped on a high fastball. So far, Chris just topping out at 85 miles an hour. That last pitch, fastball, middle of the plate, at the top of the zone.
Bounced up there again.
Zunino getting a workout here in the first. A lot of pressure on him to keep the ball in front of him.
And now we get a 3-2 count. 2 outs, bases loaded. Moss at 3rd, Lowry at 2nd, Vogt at 1st. Huge pitch in this ballgame. Runners take off. The pitch. Line drive, left field. 2 runs are going to score. 4-0 A's. Moss and Lowry are on the move. They scored easily. To 3rd goes Vogt. 2 RBIs for Soto. Gives him 5. And the Mariners in a big, ugly first inning hole.
And that will be it for Chris. Lloyd McClendon out of the dugout. Rick Waite's already made a trip out to the mound, but this is a fastball. Had to throw him a strike, and it's down in the zone again. Chris is at his best when he's able to pitch at the top of the strike zone. A number of the hits coming in the middle of the plate and right about the knees. And at 85 miles an hour, the A's are able to handle it. And you see Ackley pick it up in left field, and a couple runs will score. The A's now 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position. All 4 runs coming with 2 outs.
Well, in a situation where he wanted to jump on the A's, had really been pounded over the weekend. It goes the other way against the Mariners in the first inning. It's 4-0 Oakland. Jen, thank you very much. Bad start here for the Mariners, down 4-0 early on. Lucas Litke with a couple of runners on. Sogard, strike one to him as he tried to get one down.
Chris Young, 2/3 of an inning. He had to throw 36 pitches. For Litke on the year, this is just his 5th game, 3 1/3. Couple of strikeouts, 3 walks. Opponents hitting just 182 against Litke. And it looks like his job is to get this left-handed hitter out. Taijuan Walker getting loose in the pen. He will probably take over in the 2nd inning. 3 lefties due up. Now you have Sogard back to the top of the lineup and Fold and Reddick as you look at Taijuan Walker.
Taijuan going old school stirrups. And working out of the stretch. Had a lot more success. Easily repeatable. Just like David Price. This one shot the other way for a base hit. Vogt scores 5-0. Oakland, and they have batted around. RBI for Sogard is 19.
They're now 3 for 4 with runners in scoring position. All 5 runs coming with 2 outs.
Over to second is Soto.
It's a solid base hit on a fastball that's on the outside corner. Not a bad pitch. Good hitting by Sogard. Not trying to do too much with it. Just serves it into left field.
Second time around for Sam Fold here in the 1st inning. Mariners had seen Sam earlier this year with the Twins. Looks at the strike. Could not hold up. It's a strike to Sam Fold. 0-2. The A's rebounding big time after being swept down in Anaheim. Early 5-0 lead. Swing and a miss. Fold's gone, and that'll do it. 5 runs, 5 hits, couple left. Yikes. 5-0 Athletics. And coming up this fall on Root Sports, it's the high school football game of the week presented by Papa Murphy's. We're going to kick off the season this Friday featuring the Capital Cougars versus the Tumwater Thunderbirds at 8:30 p.m. Don't miss your favorite local teams in action this season on Root Sports. Okay, get that out of the way, Mike.
Some work to do. Some work to do for the offense. Good news is Hamill has struggled since coming over to the A's. His ERA well over 5. There's some opportunities for them to get back into this game. It'll be the offense and the bullpen. Will have to hold it right where it's at. Walker continues to throw in the bullpen for the Mariners, so it looks like he will take over in the 2nd inning.
Morales, Seager, and Smoke here in the 2nd. There's Taijuan. Ricocheted all the way back to the catcher, Soto. 0-2. Morales, 17 career home runs against the Athletics. Coming off a 1-for-3 Sunday. Mariners 5-3 win over the Nationals. Check down the third. Adam Hamari said he did not go. Up the middle. Shortstop Lowry. Injured index finger on his right hand. Throws out Morales. There's certainly been a lot of personnel changes since the last time we saw the Athletics, with Hamill being added. First time we've seen him, he and Samardzija came over around the same time.
Dunn, an immediate impact. Yep.
And a lot of injuries.
Hayes will put the shift on with Kyle hitting. Lowry, the shortstop, on the right side of the infield. Again, for Hamill, his fastball will be in the low 90s. Likes to throw his curveball quite a bit. Also mix in a changeup and an occasional slider.
Kyle riding a 5-game hitting streak. Looks at a strike, 1-1. Two and one. Seager, line drive, center field for a base hit. Look how fast that ball got on top of Sam Fuld. Mariners' first hit. As the Mariners' hunt for the postseason continues, now's the time for you to get on board by putting a deposit down on 2015 season tickets. You're not only going to get a great seat location for next year, but you'll receive priority for 2014 postseason tickets. Join the Mariners lineup as a season ticket holder. Enjoy exclusive benefits all year long. For more info, visit mariners.com/15. Justin Smoak 2-for-2 career against Hamill. Going back as the second baseman, Sogard. Foul territory, makes it play 2 outs. To bring up Endy Chavez. He's on a nice roll, 1 for 4. Got a big RBI double, 8th inning yesterday for an insurance run for the Mariners. He's hitting his last 4 games. Hamill out of Greenville, South Carolina. He's going to turn 32 years old tomorrow. Went to South Kitsap High School, Port Orchard. Treasure Valley Community College in Ontario, Oregon. 10th round pick in 2002 by the then Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Ball 1. Hamill's twice been a double-digit winner with Colorado, 10-8 in 2009, 10-9 in 2010. They with the Rays, Colorado, Baltimore, Cubs, and now Oakland. First time Endy facing Hamill.
It's a good idea. Get him in the stretch. Kyle Seager with the base hit. First time he's pitching out of the stretch, and he misses with the first 2 fastballs. And Hamill has had his struggles. Put some pressure on him. You never know what can happen.
Count here for Indy 3-0 with Mike Zunino on deck. Seager at first with 2 outs. 3-0 pitch. And 4-pitch walk. Indy Chavez. Hamill's first walk. A couple of men aboard here in the second inning with 2 outs for Mike Zunino.
Yeah, he's had a couple of walks in the first inning, both of them scoring.
They did all our damage with 2 outs. See if the Mariners can return the favor.
A little bit of a breeze today, blowing from left to right.
First pitch to Zunino. Ball 1. Soto going out to talk to him. 15th sellout this season for Oakland. 36,067 during Labor Day.
Since Kyle Seager's base hit back up the middle, Hamill going to the stretch. He's missed with the first 5 pitches. All of them fastballs, all of them up out of the strike zone. You see it splits, not good. 26 pitches, 12 strikes, 14 balls for Hamill.
Zunino trying to break an 0 for 11.
He had a good pitch to hit. Fastball in the middle of the plate, elevated, probably just above the belt.
Mike's first big league home run in this ballpark.
Take a look at the swing in our McDonald Supermo and the foul ball.
Right off the mask of Quinn Walcott. Two and two.
Again, a couple of elevated fastballs. All the fastballs he's throwing out of the stretch are up in the zone.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a couple of men aboard. And Zunino strikes out, and that'll do it. A couple of men stranded here in the second inning. A's with a big lead early. Baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming the smooth, soulful sounds of Anthony Hamilton September 13th For tickets, go to EmeraldQueen.com. And by Ford, we are local. Great view of Alameda Island on the left and downtown Oakland in the distance. And that's the 880, Interstate 880 we take to the ballpark from San Francisco. New pitcher for the Mariners just called up, Taijuan Walker.
This will be his 4th appearance on the year. Opponents hitting just 176 against him in 15 innings, 13 walks. Want to stay away from the walks. 14 strikeouts for Taijuan.
Well, at issue when he was last up, fastball command. He said he's worked on it. It's been really good since early August. Lloyd McClendon. So Taijuan will be used as a long man. He said, hope he's ready to see what he can do. He said, I had a long talk with him. I've heard all the hype. Now I want to see it. Here's the 1-1. It'll be Reddick, Donaldson, and Dunn in the second inning. 10 minutes of the plate for the A's in the first inning. 5 runs on 5 hits, and they left 2.
I think with Taijuan, talking about the height, right away it looks like he's turning it loose on his fastball. How many times in the past when we've seen him, he kind of works his way into it, but coming out of the bullpen, he's throwing hard. 94, 95 miles an hour. And another walk for the A's.
3rd one. Bring up Josh Donaldson, their all-star third base performer. Wide out to center. 2-run homer by Adam Dunn in his first at bat as an A after coming over yesterday from the White Sox. A 2-run single by Soto and an RBI single by Sogard, accounting for the 5 first-inning runs. There's a strike. 0-2.
Looked like it was a good cutter from Taijuan. 91 miles an hour. Elevated, but able to get it to the outside corner.
Donaldson, a home run and RBI leader. Total base and hit leader and runs scored leader for the Athletics. Strike 3 call. Donaldson called out on strikes. 1 down here in the second.
Good fastball, 95 miles an hour, right at the knees and on the inside corner. Zunino set up on the corner. Does a good job of framing that pitch, helping his young pitcher out. Mid borderline down. They're able to get the call. Good fastball at 95.
A good matchup here. Big, strong Adam Dunn. 21st home run. Now tied for 35th all time with David Ortiz. Goes the other way. Base hit. Steaming to third is Reddick. A's in business again. 2 for 2 day for Adam Dunn.
He jumps on a first pitch fastball, running away from him. Mariners had the shift on, and there wasn't anybody to help him out on the left side of the infield. As you take a look at our McDonald's Supermo and the swing of Dunn. Bring up Brandon Moss. Moss walked his first time up.
A lot of early outfits here by the Athletics. Ball 1. Got 5 runs on 6 hits. No runs. 1 hit for the Mariners through 2. Here's a strike. Runners at the corners here for the Athletics. Reddick at third, Dunn at first. One away. Big strike to Moss. Walker set. Here's the 1-2. He's got a piece. Fouled it down the right field line into the bullpen area.
The A's this afternoon, 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position. On the season, hitting .256 with runners in scoring position.
Let's do it again at 1-2.
A slow curveball from Taiwan. First curveball that he has thrown. So far, he's topped out at 95 miles an hour. That curveball at 73.
Do it again. Here we go. 1-2. Oof, almost got Lowry. Pitch right off the fist of Moss. Lowry in the on-deck circle.
This is a good fastball up and in. Barely getting a piece of it at 96 miles an hour. A little bit of an emergency swing.
Fouled off again. The good news is throwing strikes. Infield double play depth. Runners at the corners. Pitch. Picking up high. 2-2. Just joining us, Chris Young. 2/3 of an inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, 5 runs all in, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Ricky a third of an inning, a hit and a strikeout.
This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Moss fouling off a lot of pitches from Walker.
Here we go, 2-2. Struck him out. Big one. Second strikeout for Taiwan Walker. 2 down here in the second.
After some good fastballs, comes back with a couple of off-speed pitches. You can see Zunino putting his glove on the ground. He wanted it down and away, and that's where Walker throws it to get the strikeout.
Jed Lowry got a base hit to right, scored a run, first inning. Off-speed pitch for a strike, 72 miles an hour.
He's taking a lot off of the curveball.
Left field. Ackley's got it. Fights the sun and wins that battle. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. 2 left. It's 5-0 Oakland. Coming down 880. Interstate to the ballpark. The Mariners right now trail 5-0. Our CenturyLink link to what's next. James Paxton, Sonny Gray tomorrow. We go day, night, and day on Wednesday. Noon will be on the air at noon. Felix Hernandez, John Lester. Primo matchup. There's Brad Miller.
Had a really good day yesterday. 3 for 3 yesterday. Scored a couple of runs, hit a double, and an aggressive swing on that first pitch fastball.
Fouled off 0-2. It'll be Miller, Austin Jackson, Dustin Ackley, 9-1-2. Lloyd McClendon going back to one of his favorite things to say. Hey, I don't write up the lineup. Players do. He went 3 for 3. He goes 0 for 5. He won't be in there tomorrow. He went 3 for 3. He's in there today. Hit the ball hard yesterday. It's good stuff.
Well, he really did.
2 runs scored.
I like that he stayed in the gaps, right center, left center with line drives.
Hamill records his second strike. Now back-to-back Ks. 1 away.
Elevated fastball at 93 miles an hour. He's been between 91 and 94 in this one, but this one 93, just above the belt, and Brad can't get to it. Bring up Austin Jackson. Mariners going through the lineup for the second time. Jackson flying out to center his first time up.
Strike one, Austin. 3 for 4 yesterday. He's got 5 first inning runs, 10 men to the plate, 2-run homer Adam Dunn, 2-run single Giovanni Soto, and Sogard singled in another. Mariners thus far 1 hit. Breaking ball for a strike. Line drive, center field, fold, sliding grab, 2 away. Hit it hard. Comes up empty.
Second sliding catch by Fold. Again, Coco Crisp out. Had some issues with his neck, so Fold getting the start in center field, and this is the second time he's gone to this slide to rob the Mariners of base hits.
Ackley was the first one he robbed back in the first inning. Sam, another added personnel since the Mariners last saw the Athletics. Here's Ackley.
Justin has been swinging the bat well. As you take a look at his July, 24 games in July, hit for 365 average, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. And in August, 27 games, averaged down a little bit, 280, but 6 home runs and 24 RBIs for Dustin. Came into the game hitting 260 overall with 11 home runs and 60 RBIs.
On the ground to the shortstop, Lowry. Close him out. Quiet inning, 3rd inning. All A's so far. 5-0 Oakland. As we go to break. Man makes a nice grab here. Well done. Miggy being Miggy for sure. Thank you, Jen. A strike one called on Steven Vogt. 1-1 count. Vogt, Soto, and Sogard. 7-8-9 here in the third inning for Oakland. 5-run first 10 minutes of the plate for the Athletics, who were outscored 18-4 as they were swept down in Anaheim in a 4-game series by the Angels. The first place Angels with a 5-game lead. Smoke Fields, the foul ball, 1-2. Mariners with Seager, Miller, Cano, and Smoke in the infield. Ackley, Jackson, and Chavez in the outfield. Zunino behind the plate. Third pitcher of the game here, nearly going. Chris Young, Lucas Litke, and now Taijuan Walker.
Chris Young, just 2/3 of an inning. 4 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. 2-run home run by Don, a couple of walks that ended up scoring. That's what hurt him.
All 2-out damage.
Good to see Taijuan Walker throwing strikes. 26 pitches, 18 strikes for Taijuan.
Center field, deep, going back is Jackson. He's got it on the track. 1 out. Capital One Share Builder with the Seattle Mariners, proud to support and benefit Seattle Children's Hospital with its Saves for Kids program. Reach Mariners Save Capital One Share Builder. Donate $1,000 to Seattle Children's Uncompensated Care Program. Capital One Share Builder Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Giovanni Soto, a 2-run, 2-out single in the first inning. This really super modified windup at Taijuan Walker looks a lot better.
Well, again, the point of it is so that he can repeat his pitches. Take a lot of that extra movement out of it. You can see how simple it is. A lot of those curveballs in there at 72, 73 miles an hour. It's a good pitch for him. Not trying to overthrow it. He's had a good fastball right around 95 miles an hour. I like his changeup today. Good changeup.
Broken bat. Miller makes the play. 2-away. Stay tuned. Mariners post game is presented by Delta Airlines. Is coming up right after the ball game.
Another good fastball in on the hands of Soto. 96 miles an hour. Had some run to it. Started on the inside corner, ended up off the plate inside, and he just sawed his bat in half. We were talking about Lloyd having a conversation with Taijuan. I think we're seeing it. Remember how he would come in and just kind of 91, 92, get a feel for it? He's come in throwing hard today, going right after it, and I think that's what Lloyd wanted out of him. No reason to save anything. A good fastball on the inside corner at 95.
Had multiple conversations along those ways, and we were all youngins once, Michael.
Well, I've been called in the office a few times. You bet.
Amen. You got that right. Lloyd said, "Yeah, I want to see it. Heard the hype." And he said, and the way Lloyd said it, I can imagine him saying it to Taijuan. The chin was out, and let's go, show me something.
Challenging him. That's a good thing.
Since coming on, he's given up 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 2, and he's ahead in the count here to Sogard.
Sogard with a base hit and an RBI his first time up, hitting just .218 on the season, but much better here at home. A .280 hitter at home.
One, two. Again, Mariner fans have heard so much about, waited for a long time to get up here and see him perform while he's having a good outing here in long relief. Strike 3 called. Taijuan Walker's 3rd K since coming on to start the 2nd inning. He goes 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. Here's a good example of his work, sawing off Giovanni Soto. And he had his eye on that flying bat as well. Mariners down 5-0. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. 3 here with the A's, 4 with the Rangers. Bo Porter fired today. We will not see him down in when Houston comes to town next week, and then the A's return to visit their final trip to Seattle next weekend.
Middle of the lineup for the Mariners: Cano, Morales, and Seager due up.
Robbie grounded out the first. Fooled on that pitch, 0-2. 1 hit so far by the Mariners, and 1 out. Second inning single by Kyle Seager to center.
44 pitches for Hamill. I'd like to see the Mariners cut into this lead a little bit. The A's have a quality bullpen. Their bullpen is 3rd in the American League with a 2.89 ERA.
Bouncing ball to Sogard. Easy play. One out. Bring up Kendrys Morales. He grounded out the short.
Number 21.
The A's are not a good fielding team. They will help you out. They are 13th in the American League in fielding. Get some runners on. Maybe they'll make a few mistakes and help you out.
Strike 1 to Morales. They got Donaldson, Lowry, Sogard, and Vogt in the infield with Moss, Fold, and Reddick. In the outfield, Soto behind the plate, working with Jason Hamill. Line drive, left field. Caught by Moss, 2 down.
Mariners with 1 hit, and that 1 hit belongs to Kyle Seager. Solid line drive, base hit back up the middle his first time up. Kyle having a good year for the Mariners. 276 with 20 home runs, 82 RBIs, 3 years in a row. Kyle having 20+ home runs. The A's will put the shift on the infield with Kyle hitting. See Lowry, the shortstop, over on the right side of the infield. Playing straight up in the outfield.
Hamill deals 1-0. Missed. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-1 to Seager. Hamill 8-5 with the Cubs before coming over here to Oakland. 2 years in Baltimore. He won 8 games in 2012 and won 7 a year later. Folds been active. Sam has an easy play there. Mariners again go quietly. 7 in a row retired by Hamill. He's got a 5-0 lead. Baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by CenturyLink. Your link to what's next. By Jack in the Box. Right now, Jack in the Box, try Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. And by Seattle City Light. Visit seattle.gov/WePower for more information. Good to have you with us, everybody. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports crew. Happy Labor Day. Taijuan Walker's done a nice job in 2 innings. Third Mariner pitcher today, struck out 3, walked 1, giving up just 1 hit.
Throwing a lot of strikes. 38 pitches, 26 strikes for Taijuan.
Got the top of the order here for the A's. Sam Fuld, Josh Reddick, and Josh Donaldson. The 2-1 pitch. Seager's got it, 1 away. Hot corner.
Well, you have to play in because Folk can run, and he's already shown that he's willing to bunt. So Kyle playing up close, even with the bag 90 feet away. Line drive right at him. One of the better ballparks in the daytime. The stands aren't so low. Sometimes you get in these ballparks and everybody wearing the white shirt. It's difficult to see it.
Going backpedaling, has it all the way. 2 outs. Good outing here for Walker. An AL West showdown taking center stage on the Safeco Field Diamond next weekend in one of the biggest series of the year. Felix Hernandez and the Mariners, so is John Lester and the A's. 3 big games. Both teams vie for a shot at the postseason. Make sure you're on hand September 12, 13, and 14 to catch the Mariners and A's. And to get your tickets at mariners.com. We're going to see Felix in this series. Him in Houston, then see him against the A's again back home in Seattle. 0-1.
12:35 start on Wednesday. Felix up against Lester. That'll be a great matchup. Lester having a fine year. Both pitchers with 13 wins on the year.
Taiwan ahead of Donaldson 0-2. Donaldson calls time. Good looking pitch. Froze Donaldson. Second time he's got him looking. Taiwan with his 4th strikeout. A 1-2-3-4 for Oakland. Taiwan Walker in long relief here today. He has looked good throwing strikes.
Well, 4 strikeouts through the 3 innings that he has worked. He's topped out at 97 miles an hour. His excellent command of his fastball, using the changeup effectively. He also has a slow curveball today that he's using at 72, 73 miles an hour. But it looks like he's throwing his fastball with a little aggression today. He was able to strike out Donaldson to end the 4th inning, 97 miles an hour.
Justin Smoke, part of the group recalled by the Mariners. He leads it off here in the 5th. Smoke, Chavez, and Zunino against Jason Hamill.
A's have the shift on with Smoke hitting. Quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, I'll say, fouled out to the second baseman his first time up.
He's jammed on an inside fastball his first time up.
Smoke, Chavez, and Zunino, 5th inning against Hamill. He struck out 2, walked 1, giving up 1 hit. Kyle Seager 1-out single in the 2nd inning. Pitch to Smoke. Taken for ball 2. Mariners on the season have a 7-6 record against the A's, 3-3 at home in Seattle, and 4-3 here. Smoke fooled. He's gone. It's strikeout number 3 for Hamill. 1 away here in the 5th inning. Tune in tomorrow night. Mariners face the Athletics. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Action begins with the pregame show starting at 6:30, followed by first pitch at 7:05. All Tuesday games this season presented by T-Mobile.
Andy Chavez going to step in for the Mariners. He walked his first time up, Andy getting the start in right field. For Indy, start of the game hitting .275, a couple of home runs and 20 RBIs.
Back up the middle. Here's the base hit. Second hit today for the Mariners. And let's get an update on Bo Porter from Jim Mueller.
Now batting, number 3, Mike Zunino.
All right, Jen, thank you. When you saw Bo Porter and GM Jeff Lunau having some problems that it was reaching media last week, if you started your stopwatch on when Bo's dismissal would begin, you're probably right on the money. Didn't look good.
It didn't look good at all, and I thought that there would be a change, but I still thought that they would give him the chance to finish up the year. You're in the last month of the season. Thought Bo would finish up, but they didn't want to wait.
Zunino strike out his first time.
His first time up, it was a lot of high fastballs, and that last fastball elevated again. Mike having a tough time getting to it. For Hamill today, he's been 92 to 94 miles an hour with his fastball.
Big first inning for the Athletics. 2-run homer by Adam Dunn in his first at bat since coming over from the White Sox. Runner takes off. Pitch popped up. So good for the catch. 2 outs in the 5th. It's now time for you to tweet your photos using the hashtag Mariners Fan Photo for a chance to have it shown later in the game. Brought to you by AT&T. The Dunn 2-run homer, 2-run single by Soto, and an RBI single by Sogard, accounting for the 5 Oakland runs in the first inning. 10 men to the plate. Here's Brett Miller. Struck out on 3 pitches, first time. Good day to get loose here in Oakland. 81 degrees, perfect conditions. Easy breeze coming in from left field. A sellout crowd. But reconfigured this ballpark. Reconfigured the seating. 36,067. Indy back safely. Goes, throw down to second is in time. Got him. Second time Indy's been caught this season. Well, Brad Miller will lead it off. And the Mariners 6-0 across here. 5-0 Athletics. crowd, sellout crowd here at O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Dave Siddons, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. A 5-0 Oakland lead. Here's Adam Dunn. Looks at strike one. Take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game.
Still being traded his first game with the A's, and in his first at bat, towering fly ball out to right, just out of the reach of Indy Chavez. That'll be a home run for Dunn, his 21st on the year, first as an Athletic. To give them an early lead, a 2-run homer for Dunn. He's also had a base hit in this one, so 2 for 2. His first day in an Athletics uniform.
Taijuan, quick dismissal. It's back-to-back Ks for him. 5 since coming on in the second inning.
He's had a good fastball today. He's 94. He's topped out at 97 miles an hour, and this is an elevated fastball that Dunn can't get to. He's going right after the A's. He's also mixed in a good changeup at 82, 83 miles an hour and a slow curveball at 72, 73.
Taijuan, 4th inning of work. Best stretch we've seen him have.
I just like the fact that he's going right after him. He has a good fastball today. He is using it. Mariners have the shift on with Moss hitting. Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield. There's the slow curveball.
Cano in short right field. The Rover throws out Moss, 2 away. Ten in a row, 10 consecutive hitters retired by Taijuan Walker. That's a good run. Don't care who's doing it. Good run. 2 outs, 5th inning. Jed Lowry the hitter. 1 for 2 runs scored in that first inning.
Well, he knew prior to the game that if Chris Young had any issues that he was going to get into the ball game. So he was prepared for it.
Caught him out in the dugout, was thinking about what he wanted to do, and talked to him. I said, hey man, last time we saw you that game in Chicago, that one happens to stand out. Fastball command wasn't good. So they really got it together in early August. This one drops in, a base hit by Lowry, his 2nd hit today. It's his 7th base hit for Oakland.
Well, he's throwing strikes this afternoon. That makes a big difference with the stuff that he has. 52 pitches, 37 strikes. This is on the changeup. It's down off the end of the bat. Little fly ball that finds the outfield grass out in right center field.
I'll tell you what I liked. You could just, look at him in the eye. You could see it was a little bit difference, having, taking his lumps.
Well, maybe the manager had something to do with it too.
Taking his lumps from the manager, taking his lumps on the field, no doubt. Different guy from a couple of months ago. See if he can get out of this vote today. A walk and a run scored with a fly ball to center field. One. Two and one. Born in Shreveport, Louisiana, grew up in Ucaipa, California. Pitch from Walker. Pitch into the hole. Even Vogt, his first base hit today. Taijuan now after retiring 10 consecutive hitters in some 2-out 5th inning trouble. Coming up tomorrow, Century Link link to what's next. James Paxton goes against Sonny Gray. Paxton 4-1, good look in ERA and opponent batting average. Sonny Gray's been tough on the Mariners in his brief career.
A couple of good young starters. Matchup is going to happen quite a bit over the next few years.
Here's Soto, 2-run first inning single. Broken bat ground out in the 3rd. Gets through Zunino. Runners will move up.
Probably going to be a pass ball. It looked like a cut fastball at 91 miles an hour. Maybe off the thumb of Zunino's glove. Take a look at it. He was expecting that ball to be in the dirt. I think he thought that was a breaking ball.
Yeah, he got fooled.
He was crossed up on it.
Pass ball it is. So now second and third, 2 outs. Strike on the outside corner. Strike 2 to Soto. A little ahead of myself there. 2 outs, 2 on. Breaking ball missed. Count evens, 2-2. Pitch, 2-2. Jackson, no problem for him. A's get no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Good outing for Taijuan Walker, keeping that score at 5-0. Section of San Francisco, Joe Dean North Beach Playground and Pool. Joe DiMaggio, proud son of San Francisco. Take a look at our Geico, this date in Major League Baseball history. Edgar Martinez named the American League Player of the Month. Consecutive months en route to his first batting title.
He only hit .395 for the month of August. 16 doubles in the month.
Fabulous production there. Belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Let's see if the Mariners can get something going here. They have 9-1-2 due up, so some speed for them. Get some guys on the bases. Miller, Jackson, and Ackley.
Just 2 hits against Hamill. Maybe 3. This one driven deep to the gap. Right center field. It is gone. Home run, Brad Miller. His 9th, RBI number 31, and he crushed it.
We talked about it yesterday, staying in the gaps. Yesterday had a double in right center, a base hit into left center. This is a screaming line drive. It gets out in a hurry. Take a look at it. Hamill missed with the first pitch. He jumped all over this fastball, middle of the plate and down. Line drive off the concrete bleachers for Brad. 9th home run on the year.
Good for him. That's home run number 108 for the Mariners.
Wow.
Impressive. Even Hamilton had to say, ooh, that's not too bad. Top of the order, Austin Jackson 0 for 2, couple of flyouts in center field. Nice sliding catch by Fold in the third inning. Fold, long run, the shortstop going back, make that the second baseman. No, it is the shortstop. It's Mr. Lowry for the catch. And a lot of help on a sunny day. Labor Day sale. Save 50% and get MLB.com at bat premium features for only $4.99. Follow every Mariners game with live look-ins, replay reviews, live radio broadcasts, the MLB.TV game of the day, and more. Download from the App Store. Sale's going to end soon, so visit Mariners.com today. Here's Ackley 0 for 2. Wide to center, ground out to short.
Hamill now at 70 pitches. 70 pitches, 42 strikes. Jason Hamill.
Ackley shoots one into the bullpen area. Nice save down there. Bouncing ball. Taken by Vogt. 2 outs here in the Mariners' 6th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. There's Kiddo, a couple of groundouts today, 0 for 2. First pitch to Robbie. Foul. Coming on the left fielder Moss. A very non-threatening 6th inning. With the exception of the line drive home run by Brad Miller. Mariners on the board. It's 5-1. yeah, we're in a stretch drive. No doubt about that. There's a line drive. That's off the bat of Sogard, as he leads off the Athletic 6th inning. Eric's second hit today.
Solid line drive hit by Justin Smoke. Again, Justin just called back up, put in the lineup today. Not able to handle that line drive. Sogard had a base hit into left field the first time up. Came off of Lucas Lidke.
One of 5 runs scored in that first inning. It's full. Looks at the strikes him full. Center fielder 0 for 3 today. Ground out, strikeout, and line out to third. Smoke. Go for the 3-6-3. They turn it. Beautifully done.
Yes. A couple of speedy runners. This ball is hit hard, a 2-hopper right to Smoke, holding Sogard on at first. Would have been easier for him to touch the bag, but maybe not get Sogard. He ends up in a rundown. You'd have to tag him at that point. Justin, I think, making the right decision, going directly to second base to get the force out at first. Good play.
Quick 2 outs. Here's Reddick. First inning double, second inning walk, fourth inning pop-up. They're getting some late swings on Taijuan Walker, rushing it up there in a good pace today.
He's topped out at 97 miles an hour, throwing a lot of fastballs, and he has a good one today.
Throw it and duck. Base hit.
That was on the changeup.
2 hits in the inning. Ride with all your fans on Sound Transit and enjoy freedom from traffic and parking. Plan your next trip. Visit soundtransit.org. It's been an interesting matchup. Last 2 times up, Donaldson caught looking on 0-2 pitches. Ball 1. The out. Was it a balk?
Yeah, they're going to call a balk on
Yep.
that.
Home plate umpire couldn't walk out all over. So was the first base umpire, C.B. Buckner.
Inexperience. He has to step off at that point. You can't just jump in the air and spin all the way around, and that's where the balk is going to happen. Let's take a look at it. The runner is already running. He's taken off. They're yelling at him to step off, and instead of stepping off, he spins towards first and throws back behind him.
So runner in scoring position here for Donaldson. Reddick with a base hit, walk to second with 2 outs, and now 1-1 count here to Donaldson, and Lloyd McClendon bouncing out of the dugout. Got nobody warming up.
No, he wants to talk to him about Donaldson and what they want to do right here. He is their run producer, 26 home runs and 88 RBIs on the year. Adam Dunn waiting on deck, and yes, he has a couple of hits, including a home run today, but a little bit easier to handle and strike out. He will chase some pitches. I think he wanted to talk to him about that. Dunn, his last time up, struck out swinging at a high fastball, wasn't able to catch up to it. But Lloyd will do that from time to time, go out and tell him what he wants him to throw to the hitter.
1-2.
And he will typically do that when he sees a hitter take a swing that he doesn't like.
Donaldson steps out. Two outs and a 1-2 pitch here to Donaldson. He's got a piece of it.
One of the better fastballs we've seen from him. Last two pitches, fastballs on the inside corner. That last one at 97 miles an hour. Apparently Lloyd didn't want him to give him a pitch out over the plate.
Do it again. Walker ready with the 1-2 pitch. Hit deep, left field, down the line, foul ball.
On a slow curveball, 75 miles an hour. Middle of the plate, dangerous area.
One-two pitch. Seager can't handle it. He was blistered. Down the corner, Donaldson. The second base, RBI double. Oh, hit real hard. 26th double for Donaldson. And his 89th RBI, team leader in that category.
And take a look at it. This pitch is in off the plate, 96 miles an hour. He turns on it. He hits it so hard that Kyle, not able to get in front of it, tries to make the backhanded play as this ball is curving. See him hook it down towards third. Lifts his glove a little bit early and it gets by him. That's a really good looking on McDonald's Supermode. See that ball hooking at Kyle.
Hot corner's all about, right? And that thing was hit. Like one Adam Dunn. 2 for 3 day for Dunn. First day as an Athletic, 2-run homer in the first, single to left in the second, a strikeout, and the fifth. 1-1. A 1-1 count. So now 2-men aboard. Adam Dunn hit by a pitch.
Take a look at it. Goes back inside with a fastball. Looks like the cut fastball at 93, and it hits him on the forearm. Bring up Brandon Moss. Moss 0 for 2. He walked in the first inning and scored. The Athletics today 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position.
Bounced out to second base in the fifth. That ended a run of 10 consecutive hitters. Retired by Taijuan Walker. This is playable. So a run on 3 hits, a hit batter, couple of men left. We played 6 at 6-1 A's. Seattle Mariners baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. Good look at downtown San Francisco. Cable car, last time we're in. Rode out to Fisherman's Wharf, a delightful ride. A lot warmer here today and a lot warmer than they usually have on September 1. It's 81 degrees here in the Bay Area. Mariners need some runs. They've been on the short end all day at 6-1 Athletics.
Morales 0 for 2. Ground out to short, lined out to left field his last time up.
Mariners have just 3 hits. The most recent home run by Brad Miller leading off the 6th. Prior to that, you had Seager. The first hit, that was in the 2nd inning. The other hit in the 5th by Andy Chavez. And today, it was Coco Crisp shirt giveaway day. Labor Day and a giveaway here. A good crowd of 36,000. 67, the 15th sellout.
Probably one of the bigger crowds we've seen here.
Oh my goodness, yes. Been here on some of those cold nights. Announced crowd 6,500.
Maybe. They were out here early today.
Yeah. Jumped on that early bus, and there's tailgaters out here. Not quite the theater that is a Raider tailgate extravaganza, but nonetheless, it was interesting. Check down to third. Omari said he didn't go. What's been the key to Hamill here? I mean, he's been baffling to these guys.
Well, he's been able to locate his fastball. He's had a good breaking ball. He's not falling behind. We talked about the 18 walks in the 39 innings that he's had since he's been an Athletic. But he has pitched well lately for them.
Sam Fultz started in, now has to retreat. Good adjustment. Put away here in the 7th. Mariners return home next Monday to face the Astros and continue their hunt for the postseason. What's more, fans can pick up select $10 view level seats, part of BECU Family Night. To get your savings, take advantage of them. Log on to Mariners.com for tickets.
Just haven't been able to get into too many hitters counts today. Well, his last 4 games. Yeah, his last 4 games, Dave. He has a 2.86 ERA, so he's pitched well as of late. He was having a really good year for the Cubs before being traded over to the Athletics.
In tight to Seager. Hamill with 3 strikeouts. He's walked 1.
Keep the shift on with Kyle hitting. Playing him straight up in the outfield.
One pitch to Kyle. Takes for ball 2. First of 6 games remaining with the Athletics, 7 left with the Angels on the Mariners schedule. Strike 2. Full count here to Kyle. 1 out, nobody on. Mariners against the tough competitors in their division. 8-5 against Houston, 7-5 against the Angels, 7-6 against the Athletics, but 6-9 against Texas. As you look at Justin Smoke on deck. 3-2 pitch to Seager. Foul ball. comes the 3-2. To left field towards the line. Moss coming on, makes the play. 2 outs. 5 consecutive hitters retired after the Brad Miller home runs. We take a look at the CenturyLink link to what's next. James Paxton starting in Sonny Gray tomorrow, and then Felix and John Lester wrap up this series coming up on Wednesday.
Things are not going to get any easier for the Mariner hitters. Sonny Gray ERA just over 3. Lester having a really good year at 2.5.
Smoke entered today 2 for 2 against Hamel. Today 0 for 2 with a foul out and a strikeout.
And the Athletics will keep the shift on with Justin hitting.
In between. Proof costly 0-2. Here we go 0-2. High.
Hamel now at 90 pitches, 55 strikes.
Ball 2 strikes, pitch. Taken for a ball. Smoke sends on deep to left center field. Moss calling off full. And a better angle on it is turned away at the last second. 1-2-3 give the Mariners. Hamel throwing a heck of a ball game. 6-1 Oakland. Stretch brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? Down in San Francisco Bay, looking at Alcatraz. Mariners feel like they're in jail right now with a 6-1 deficit. Jason Hamel's thrown a heck of a ball game. Mariners have managed just 3 hits. Taijuan Walker, though, has done a nice job in relief.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well, topping out at 97 miles an hour, using all of his pitches. The changeup, good curveball. He's given up 1 run over 5 innings that he has pitched. Talking about Hamel, one of the things that doesn't hurt is getting 5 runs of support in the first inning.
Yeah.
Make you more aggressive with your fastball.
6, 7, and 8 here in the 7th inning. Jed Lowry, Stephen Vogt, Giovanni Soto. Good day for Lowry, just back off the DL. Knocked down by Walker. And there's one out. Here's Jed Mueller.
Now batting, first baseman, 21, Steven.
I like that. It's cute. Thanks, Jen. Stephen Vogt, the hitter. 1 for 2. Walking a run scored. Crowd here in Oakland, whether it's 6,500, whether it's 3,600, they do have a good time here. Walking now 3-0. Stephen Vogt. So a 4-pitch walk to Vogt. Let's listen into the walk-up music for Giovanni Soto.
Now batting the catcher, for 17, Giovanni Soto.
They changed it from the last time up. The last time up, I remember hearing it sounded like it was a bullfight. He's playing a little Herb Alpert right now, but
Rick Waite's going out to the mound. Joe Beimel getting loose in the pen for the Mariners.
For Taijuan Walker, his second walk. He walked his first batter, Josh Reddick.
I think Rick Waite's just buying time right now for Joe Beimel to get loose in the pen. Walker has thrown the ball well. There's a look at Joe. Walker now at 85 pitches.
Said well, left field, going back Ackley, right at him, makes the catch. 2 outs.
I'll bring up Eric Sogard. Sogard having a good afternoon. 2 for 3. Number 9 hitter for the Athletics. Couple of singles, a base hit to left field, strikeout looking, and a solid line drive base hit into right.
Taijuan Walker's given up a run on 6 hits. Might this merit a start next time around this spot comes up in a rotation?
I think it has to be considered. Guys in the rotation have been struggling lately. Good to see Elias have a good outing the other day.
6 innings for Iwakuma yesterday. Elias 6 innings of 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned in the 3-1 loss on Saturday. Felix got knocked around, 10 hits, 5 runs in his last outing. With the exception of Paxton. A little hiccup action for the starting rotation. Field, Ackley sliding catch, well done. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Nice defensive play by Ackley. Good reactions out there in left field. 7 in the books at 6-1 Oakland. We mentioned earlier the fun quotient's kind of high here at O.Co Coliseum. Got a full mariachi band out there. It's impressive. They are enjoying themselves. Bottom third of the order for the Mariners here in the eighth. Chavez, Zunino, Miller. Indy with a base hit to center. He's got one of the three Mariner hits off of Jason Hamill. Seager in the second, Indy in the fifth, and a home run by Miller in the sixth. That's it.
I wonder if the band members have to buy a ticket.
Looks like it. Maybe you like your music, but you get to pay your way in. Right 2-1.
Right before Taiwan ended up getting those last couple of outs, quick outs, along with Beimel. Carson Smith is getting loose. Good to see Carson get in a game. We liked him a lot in spring training. Heavy sinker.
Sam Fuld giving some ground. Let's see what's up with Jim Mueller. What do you have?
Now batting, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Jim, thank you very much.
Good to have Bill back. Took a few days off, get daughter settled in for college. Mike Zunino 0 for 2 today. Strikeout swinging. And a pop up to second. And from time to time in the bullpen, the ball will get away. This looks like it's a beach ball. Josh Reddick running over to help him out. That's the delay.
Talking about Soto's walk-up music. I want to thank Peter Coogan and Carlin Davidson pointing out that was Ennio Morricone's track from one of the spaghetti westerns from back in the day, the Clint Eastwood days. Popped up, out of play. Thank you, fellas, for that information.
Next pitch will be 100 for Hamill.
This is what Billy Beane envisioned. This guy pitching at this rate. Samardzija pitching well. Brought in Lester. Sonny Gray. It's a formidable starting crew.
Well, again, Hamill, his first 4 starts for the A's were a struggle. His ERA was over 9. As you see, he's at 100 pitches now. But his last 4 good ones, he's pitched well today, giving up just the 1 run, the solo homer to Miller. Beimel getting loose again.
Some rotation. Lester, Kazmir, Gray, Hamill, and Samardzija.
Now, Kazmir's been struggling lately.
Well, did you see what happened yesterday? 2 days ago, they weren't getting some calls. Jerry Lane, crew chief at first base, and he took his eyes and did that crying motion in his eyes, quit crying to the A's dugout. Of course, they went nuts. He's at first. Rotation had him behind home plate yesterday. Now let's take it back to when he does the crying eye thing. They beefed, said a lot of words exchanged. Jerry had home plate.
How'd that go?
Not real well for Scott Kazmir. That zone got real tight.
Scott let him know about it?
Yep, and that's when early on, remember yesterday I said that Bob was thrown out of the ball game, about the third inning. One thing led to another, and he got ejected. 2-2.
Luke Gregerson starting to get loose in the pen for the A's. Beimel looks like he's ready to go. There's Brett Miller. He's been the Mariner offense today. A solo home run, his 9th home run of the year.
Pitch number 9 coming up to Mike. Z strikes out second time today. That is the 4th strikeout. Boy, it's Hamill's day.
And Mike right now is just not seeing the baseball. This is well out of the strike zone, helping him out. Made up his mind he was going to get a fastball and he was going to swing at it. Having a tough time lately. You can see the frustration. He knows it.
Brad Miller, strikeout and a home run today. Line drive, home run, right center field. One. He's got 5 runs in the first inning. Practically knocking the Mariners through the ropes. Miller got the a run back in the 6th. Home 6th. The Athletics got an RBI double from Josh Donaldson.
Killer was all 5 runs coming with 2 outs.
It's Cristiano. Two and two, 2 outs, nobody on. 3 hits given up here today by Jason Hamill. He had shutout ball through 5. It's to Miller. He's got a piece. Hamill ready. Pitch to Miller. Got him. Tag applied. Inning over. 5 strikeouts. 8 strong innings for Jason Hamill. A 6-1 Athletics lead. Here today, 6-1 lead for the Athletics. And a bright spot, though. We can bring you a bright spot. It's Taijuan Walker.
An encouraging outing for Taijuan Walker. He was very aggressive with his fastball today, topping out at 97 miles an hour. Had a good changeup, mixed in an occasional curveball. But his fastball command was much better his last outing before he was sent back to AAA. He was all over the place against the White Sox, but he's figured it out, working out at the stretch the entire time. A good outing for him. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned. A couple of walks for him. 5 strikeouts. He threw 89 pitches. So a good outing for Taijuan.
Encouraging as you look forward down the line. Next time the spot in the rotation comes up, it'll be interesting to see what choice Lloyd McClendon makes as you look at now 10-year Major League vested veteran Joe Beimel.
ERA just over 2 for Joe. Carson Smith getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. And a couple of left-handers due up, and Fold and Reddick, and then it'll be Donaldson.
to be here in the 8th. Full Reddick, Donaldson, top of the order.
Flaherty.
He's the new closer.
Yeah, former Mariner. Doolittle going on the disabled list. Hard throwing left-hander.
He hurt himself closing the game, throwing the final pitch of a ball game. I think it was Friday night. Actually, it was before that because they played the A's right before they went to the Angels. Closed out a win. Jackson in his tracks. Couple steps left. One out. One out here in the 8th. Make sure you join the fun at Safeco Field when you stop by the Seattle Children's Playfield, located in center field. Your youngsters are going to enjoy the playground while you watch the plays on the field. Live HD TVs for everybody. We'll see you and the entire family. Look forward to seeing you at the ballpark.
Josh Reddick, right fielder for the Athletics, will step in, having a good day. 2 for 3. He's walked, scored a couple of runs.
Top of the 9th for the Mariners. They'll have the top of the order. Jackson, Ackley, and Cano. Ackley for the out. 2 away.
And it looks like Carson Smith is going to get a chance to pitch. Ready to go in the bullpen. Here comes Lloyd McClendon.
We'll see what Mr. Smith brings to the table. Mr. Smith goes to Oakland when we come back. Big Sky Conference football kicks off on Root Sports, presented by your local Ford stores. Watch the Eastern Washington Eagles take on the Montana State Bobcats. All the action begins Saturday, September 20th at noon Pacific time on Root Sports, the home of Big Sky football. Major League debut for Carson Smith.
We saw him in spring training, liked him a lot. Throws hard slider, good sinking fastball. 39 games in Tacoma this year, a 2.93 ERA for Carson.
Good credentials. How about this? Sylvia Ward won last year, 2013 Mariners Minor League Reliever of the Year. And right-handers, this could be interesting. Big kid, 6'6", 215 out of Dallas. 24 years old, out of Midland Christian High School and Texas State University.
Throws hard. Good matchup. Donaldson, the best hitter for the A's.
Man, that herky-jerky motion and pumping that kind of gas.
Be 94 to 97 miles an hour with a hard slider.
Back up the middle, Cano backhands. So a nice first outing for Carson Smith. 1-2-3 go the A's in the 8th. Top 9 coming up. Work to do. Short time to do it. 6-1 Oakland. Outstanding today.
Well, he had an early lead to work with. 5 runs in the first inning will help most pitchers, and he was aggressive with his fastball today, throwing a lot of strikes with that pitch, working ahead of hitters. Had a good curveball. We heard a lot about his curveball. But again, working ahead and being aggressive because he had the big lead. He's been pitching well over his last 4 games coming into this one, and it continued. 8 innings, just 3 hits. 1 run it was earned, the solo homer from Miller through 111 pitches.
111 pitches, 68 strikes for Hamels. You look at Eric O'Flaherty, one-time Mariner, now the closer with Sean Doolittle on the shelf with an injury.
1.76 ERA. Only sitting just 1.96.
Last time they were in town, he came up. I didn't recognize him. Come off Tommy John. I hadn't seen him in a while since I think the last time we saw him in Atlanta.
Time, yeah.
He's had Tommy John surgery a couple of years ago. Craig Gentry takes over and left. Two and one. I remember correctly, he was more of a nibbler when we saw him, what, 5-6 years ago.
Well, I think that his trip to Atlanta helped him. You can see he's from Walla Walla, Washington. 29 years old. 2-2. Ground ball. Lowry gets a nice hop. Throws out Jackson, 1 away. One out here in the 9th. Join us tomorrow during the Mariners versus Athletics game for Twitter Tuesday. You're going to have 5 chances to win exciting prizes, including a jersey. We're going to be posting questions and want to hear from you, so be sure to watch and follow us on Twitter at @RootSports_NW. CenturyLink link to what's next is our good-looking pitching matchup. And quick out scramble there by Eric Sogard to throw out Ackley for out number 2. Paxton, Sonny Gray tomorrow. Mariners down to their last out here in the 9th.
Stephen Romero's going to get the call here.
Pinch hit for Robinson Cano.
Stephen Romero.
Seven as a pinch hitter this year with a home run. That home run was in Atlanta. Big one.
Flaherty deals 0-1. Now 0-2. Down to their last strike here in the ninth. 6-1 deficit. Pitch from O'Flaherty way upstairs. Oh, 2 strikes. Nobody on. 2 outs. Side did hit him. It did hit him. So Romero's aboard.
That will bring up Morales. Morales 0 for 3 today. The switch hitter will turn around and hit right-handed. Right side of the plate has been the better side for him this year, especially since he's been with the Mariners.
See if he can keep it alive. Pitch from O'Flaherty. 1-1. There's a strike 0-1. Ball goes foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Kendrys Morales, the hitter. Eric O'Flaherty. Pitch into the bullpen. Scattering the lads.
Last couple of pitches look like cut fastballs in on the hands of Morales. So far, O'Flaherty topping out at 90 miles an hour.
O'Flaherty ready, the 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to Sogard. He'll take the bag himself, and this game is in the books for the Oakland Athletics as they end a 4-game losing streak.